Google Keep is fast, it's simple, it's free. Hundreds of millions of people rely on it. If you were suddenly put in charge, what would you even do? Where would you start? It's a huge challenge.
Because if you nail this, it's about so much more than just revenue. You get to fund new innovation, build a product that can last for the long haul, and make it even more essential to the people who use it every single day.
But man, the flip side is brutal. The stakes couldn't be higher. You make one wrong move, maybe you slap on some clunky ads or put a favorite feature behind a paywall, and you could alienate your entire user base. The magic that made it special, poof, it's gone.
Yeah, it's a pretty terrifying thought. But here's the thing. This isn't just a shot in the dark. The good news is there's actually a playbook for this, a proven, structured way to figure this stuff out.
So let's pop open that playbook and use it to break this whole problem down.
Our playbook is super straightforward, really. Just 4 steps. First, we figure out who the user is. Then, we find out what's really bugging them. After that, we cook up some solutions to solve that pain. And finally, we make a smart plan to roll it all out. Simple. Okay, first up, step 1. We've got to know our user. Before we do anything else, who exactly are we building this for?
And this is where you see what makes Keep special. You've got competitors like Notion or Evernote. They're like these giant, heavy-duty toolboxes for building databases and entire company wikis. But Keep's superpower is that it's the total opposite. It's the digital version of a sticky note on your monitor. Fast, simple, and already baked right into everything else you do with Google.
Now, Keep's users are all over the map, but if we're going to make money, we have to focus. So who are we betting on? For me, the smart money is on the working professionals. Why? Because they're the ones who feel the product's limits the most. And, more importantly, they are way more willing to pay for tools that make them more productive and solve their headaches.
All right, step 2, finding the pain. Now that we know who we're talking to, let's figure out what's driving them crazy.
And you know what? When you listen to these professionals, you hear the same frustrations over and over. They love how fast Keep is, but they keep hitting a wall. No folders to organize projects, no way to bold a headline, and you can't even attach a PDF to your meeting notes. It forces them to jump between different apps all day, which just kills their workflow.
This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? I love it, but that's the key. They're stuck in this clunky 2-app shuffle just to do something that should be incredibly simple.
And here's where we make the pivot. These aren't just complaints we need to fix. Every single one of these pain points is an opportunity. In fact, it's a roadmap telling us exactly what new value we can build and what people will actually pay for.
Which brings us perfectly to step 3, unlocking new value. This is the fun part, where we start turning those problems into paid features.
So I'm thinking about 2 main paths we could go down. First, the classic approach, a subscription called Keep Premium that gives power users all the features they're begging for. The second idea is a bit more creative, a community marketplace that builds a whole economy around Keep.
So what's in this Keep Premium? Well, we'd be directly solving all those frustrations we found. You get folders, you get text formatting, you can attach files. We'd even throw in a slick AI assistant for things like summarizing your notes. Basically, this levels up Keep from a simple sticky note to a lightweight but serious productivity hub.
Now, the marketplace, that's a whole different ballgame. Imagine an app store, but right inside Keep. You could find and buy a pre-made template for managing a project, tracking your fitness, or planning a trip. This lets creators make money from their own awesome templates, and Google gets a small piece of each sale. It creates this amazing, self-powering ecosystem.
And hey, there's a third piece to this puzzle. For the free version, we can introduce smart, actually useful ads. So if you write a note about dinner with Sarah, maybe you get a non-intrusive suggestion for a nearby Italian restaurant. It brings in a little revenue, and it also gives free users a little nudge to upgrade to the ad-free premium experience.
Okay, so we have all these great ideas, but how do we actually do this without breaking everything? That brings us to our final step. Step 4, the winning strategy.
We have to be smart about this. We prioritize by looking at how much impact an idea will have versus how hard it is to build. And when you look at it this way, Keep Premium is the clear winner to start with. It's high impact for a pretty reasonable amount of effort. The marketplace is also high impact, but it's a way bigger project. And the ads? That's a quick win. Low effort for a decent return.
And that chart basically hands us our roadmap. Phase 1, in the first 6 months, we launch Keep Premium. Let's get that immediate value out to our power users and start building that subscriber base. Then, in Phase 2, with some revenue coming in, we invest in building out that more ambitious marketplace. And all along the way, in Phase 3, we can layer in those smart ads for the free tier.
But look, you can't just have a plan, right? You need to know what winning actually looks like. For us, the #1 metric, our North Star, is going to be subscriber conversion rate. We'd set a clear, ambitious goal. Convert 5% of our active users to premium within the first year. That's how we know if we're on the right track.
And the beautiful result of all this careful planning? It's a genuine win-win. Our power users finally get the powerful tools they've been asking for. The casual users get to keep the fast, free app they've always loved. And Google gets to turn a beloved product into a healthy, self-sustaining business for years to come.
So there you have it, a clear playbook for how you can take a free product and turn it into a thriving business, all without selling its soul. Now that you've got the framework, I guess there's only one question left. What beloved free app would you try to monetize next?